Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a short kick taken at about the 16. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Over. First down and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Jerry Rice, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down.
They go play action now. Jackson. They're going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there's a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On 2nd and 12, Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they've got it. 30, 20, 10, 5, and he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He'll try and run it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
51 to Mike, boy, 51.
A 1st down carry for Foster. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Being chased out left. He'll run it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
on 1st and 10. It's Jackson. And this is caught at the 8. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 36 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct it at. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, and I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
They'll take over 1st down and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down. Position turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
The 50-yard line.
They run with Jackson out of the gun, and he'll get it down here to the 43. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half.
Results in a 1st down.
They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. They'll run here with Bo. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. He is going to find Hill here. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
See if they do just that. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
That is definitely what we call a defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Steve Atwater with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time score.
Is good.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14.
Joey Sly set to kick.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The drive will start with Arian Foster. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On the run, it's Foster. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play.
At the 34-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson going deep for him. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
That's the score. Our home team 21.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He's going to try and go deep again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Bob Sanders. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. 1st and goal, Foster. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. They'll try again down here with Foster. He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. And this is going to be incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. This is taken just shy of the 10. Well, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll set them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. From the gun, Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Pittsburgh as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Operating from the gun, Jackson. It's Kelsey on the grab. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. They'll try the left side. Jackson. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Jalen Smith. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st down, it's Foster. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Jerry Rice there to make the grab. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Well good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
The kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
First down and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches?
Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off, Byron Jones.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
23.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. They keep it in the hands of Foster. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
At the 40-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He's going to let it go again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the 8-time Pro Bowler, Steve Atwater. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to...
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 42 yards. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Our home team 38, visitors 14. Chris
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Take over. First down and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
For Christian McCaffrey.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Jim Fitzpatrick on the coverage.
Check 59, right? Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Watch the split. Watch the split.
To throw again, Jackson. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. Third down here.
Byron Jones on the coverage.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Jackson. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Zay Hall, incomplete. It's 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. One last shot for Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that
Crosby set to kick off.
The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from Atlanta. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
He's tackled.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On on the run. It's Bo Jackson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Jackson. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. A heck of an effort there on the scramble leaves him with just 3rd and a yard. And that is something that we just saw there that you obviously have to be prepared for when you try to defend Lamar Jackson. That likely will not be the last time that we see him take off.
I love your language there, partner. You have to be prepared for it. You work at it. But I don't care how much you prepare, it is hard as heck to execute against Lamar Jackson. Great vision, great speed, tenacity, runs through tackles, makes people miss. It's always a long game when you're trying to corral Lamar Jackson.
Bo Jackson, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Preston Smith. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
End zone. Prescott looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Stephon Gilmore.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. They'll run on 1st down. It's George, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. George, and a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Our home team 7. Visitors nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. He's got Lockett. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Steve Atwater with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at him.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
I guess I trouble with him all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off near the 26. There he goes, right side. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. Lockett the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. At the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Prescott from the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And here we go. We're underway in Madden. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 36 yards on the play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run now with Bo Jackson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. 1st and goal from the 3. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal. And they sent that play backwards.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make...
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
Joey Sly lining up for the point after.
Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter. And they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
On 1st down. Got it open, man. It's Foster. Across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Visitors, nothing.
Now Jackson on first down. And a catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Lockett, 56 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That first down there on a pickup to 25.
First and 10 at the 40.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
3-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second.
On second down now. It's Jackson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He's tackled.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
It's 3rd and 7.
On the ground, this is Jackson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
The ball carrier.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it.
4th down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Flushed out right. And going deep for Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Ron Woodson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a 5-time Pro Bowler, Trey Vincent. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the run, this is Jackson. They'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Jackson, the ball carrier.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On second down, it's Jackson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Operating from the gun, Jackson, flush to his right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Adams, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that would be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Set to kick off.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Rams take over 1st and 10.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now this one is running back out of the backfield. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Open man, here's Foster. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Jackson. He gets this to Davante Adams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive 1st down plays. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson forced out to his left. It's complete to Lockett. He is out of bounds inside the 35.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. The
eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Atlanta, Georgia's the spot. I'm glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Flushed out right. Their throw complete to Cam Akers. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
This is caught, and he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. From 13 yards out, and the Rams have taken the lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, you see, and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
13.
To throw is Jackson. Throwing on 3rd and long. And going deep for Hill. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Rams 14. Our home team 7.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 31, Jackson flush to his right. That's Bennett. Able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
38-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And complete on the right side to Bennett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they hand to Foster. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Brings up 2nd and
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Jackson on the keeper. The play lost.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. A shotgun handoff now to Foster. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game.
18-yard attempt.
Bucker's kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Now Jackson. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Lockett, the return. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
34-yard line.
That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And they're going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20.
Oh, you got a swag.
All the way in for the Ravens. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 66 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
From just inside the 20, short kick. A good return up past the 30.
Take over. First down and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete, and it's second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. It's caught inside the 25. He's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 67 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Lockett, the return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 20-yard line.
On second and 11 now. Jackson gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Jackson on first down. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it. Couldn't get it. And it's second down.
Covered by
and that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
And now off to the races down the right side. They're all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 63 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
The score, Ravens 14. Our home team 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. This is Miller, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Here's Jackson on third and long.
You have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Pass incomplete with the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball. But you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Now it's Jackson. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 41-yard.
On second down now. It's Jackson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. Man open, Rice. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there, and will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Our home team, 7.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. They'll run with Jackson. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. It's Kelsey on the ground. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. 15-yard touchdown run. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for the offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deeper. This is caught at the 20. And touchdown! Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
Joey Slide.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they had scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Joey Slide out and kick off after the touchdown. Lockett the return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Jackson. It's caught here by Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Quickly to Gronkowski, that's caught. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
A handoff to Barkley. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
Now it's Jackson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. From the gun, Jackson. As he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. They'll start here with Jackson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Operating from the gun. Jackson, flush to his right. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. From the gun, Jackson. This is caught by Jackson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal.
A gain of 5.
Operating from the gun, Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Jackson's pass.
The ball mere inches from the white line on third and goal.
Third and goal.
From the gun, Jackson escaping the... And it's caught. Touchdown. 2-yard touchdown grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
I thought that was a nice job there of feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score. Our home team 28. Visitors 14. Joey Sly set to
maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Lockett the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? They'll be angry.
There he goes, left side. And he's in for the touchdown. And the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch. So we've reached halftime in a wild first first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando. We check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
You don't like this!
Running right through. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustments. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State with a sack.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. Here we go on fourth down with Jackson. Eluding. He's going to go down again. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about it.
And he's into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28.
We'll try it again. 28 all.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Lockett the return. And they will wriggle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Will hit Jackson complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And some room to work. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Kelsey.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. That's caught. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And his guys are going to take the lead.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Lockett the return. And he returns this to the 22.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
At the 29-yard line.
Is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson steps away to his left. They complete it to him. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Flush to his right. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. He's back to throw. He throws there, incomplete. Thomas, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Williams.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
To throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. 35-35. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Lockett the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Throwing now is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep him here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, it's Jackson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44.
That's good.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.